Um, what would you say is your advice for young people, especially young girls aspiring to do what you do?
Um, let's see. My general thing is that I think to the the people that have really excelled at something, a lot of times they found something they love and they just can't help but do it. Like I'm lighting the jellyfish at 7 o'clock at night because like I'm super psyched to do it. And I don't care that I'm working at 7 o'clock at night. Like I'm psyched to do it. And there's this thing of like, then you're doing more and more iterations. You're getting better and better at it. You're finding kind of what your style is or how, if I want to do this thing, okay, this time I go at it this way. And this time I go at it this way. And this time I go at it this way. So then the next time I'm doing it, I'm like, which of those ways? That's the fastest way in this situation or whatever. Like you're figuring out all the efficiencies or the path to get the thing that you actually want to get to. So that's the doing of it over and over in different scenarios that really starts to get you a lot of expertise. I say that, but also I think sometimes people think that means they have to find the thing that they love and they have to put all their time into that. And in our world, there's a there's a whole bunch of things you could do. You could do lighting or special effects or camera or animation or hair and cloth or whatever, crowds. And I think a lot of times people, they think they like one thing, they come, they try some stuff, and they actually, like we have people come for internships. We have an internship called the Pixar undergraduate program. And they try each thing, and a lot of them leave realizing they love something totally different than what they came in with. So I think the other thing is you have to keep your mind really open and be willing to try a lot of stuff. Like don't pigeonhole yourself. And I would say that's across the board in any part of life, no matter what you want to do, is trying lots of things so you really are open to finding the things that you really like. And because sometimes we also kind of end up doing things that like, yeah, I love this because someone told me I should do it, but I sort of trick myself into thinking like, oh, I love this, but you kind of get somewhere and you're like, I don't think I do actually love this. And if you keep taking different classes and the weird things of like, oh, that sounds really interesting, I'm going to do that. Like up until my senior year in college, like I couldn't really take a lot of classes where I was really choosing whatever thing just sounded interesting because there were so many requirements. You're just trying to stay within whatever. I had to take this math class. I could take this history class. There's some room where you could pick the history class that seemed interesting, but you couldn't go completely off until senior year. And so, even having to choose a major freshman or sophomore year feels very daunting. But the staying open thing, I think, leads to more happiness in life in general, because you just find the things you love in a different way.